You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
This manager decided to take upon himself to tell me what I've done wrong. So tell the people that. You're mad that I found these locks for $78 because y'all put the wrong price. Y'all put the wrong price. You don't want to look at me now? You just had a lot to say. You don't have nothing to say? You're mad that I found... What's up, dog? How you feeling? They had the price under it, and we know that all stores, when you make a mistake and keep the items under the price, they have to honor it. You came over here while I was having a conversation with a nice black young lady and proceeded to say, oh, if we place our items anywhere, then that's the price, right? That's how you treat a customer at Lowe's? Are you the manager? You said you're the manager, right? So instead of de-escalating the situation, you added fuel to the fire. You didn't come over here with customer service. You came over here with bad service. Huh? Why? Because I'm a black man trying to do good things? Or what was it? Because I was talking to a black lady. Huh? You have nothing to say? Well, this is going right to Lowe's. Right to Lowe's. I hope that you got your job right. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
What's going on?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Good. Good.
They trying to kick me out because they made the wrong price on their stuff. So ask them.
Okay.
And the guy said, yes, it is $78.
We refuse the service.
Remember, you're going to be viral. You're going to be viral. I don't think Lowe's is going to like this. You see how they treat? You see how they treating us, Lowe's? You're going to be viral in the morning. Lowe's. This is how you manage it. This is how you manage your acts, Lowe's. My name is Joseph Jones.
Joseph? All right.
Joseph Jones.
Second one, figure this out, please.
You become a $78, right?
I got you, yeah.
So that's what he told me. He told me, look.
Well, you don't even have to explain nothing to them.
And then
social media will explain it to them later.
That's what he told
And
me.
this guy, they will know your name in seconds, bro. You're going to be so viral later for trying to cause this problem. You don't want to de-escalate. You're supposed to be the manager. I hope you have a job for your family in the morning. Now you disappeared because you called police. For what? For what?
Can you get someone behind here? He was supposed to be run up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he came.
Well, right now, while we're here, can you get someone else to ring him up?
Now somebody else to ring him up. The managers came out here and told me that I can't shop in here. He said I did something wrong.
Yeah, but Dave went to check the price
It doesn't
to
matter. The
verify.
price was wrong. We had to give it to him in honor.
Okay, that's all I need.
Oh, they're going to be so viral tomorrow. The price is wrong. I'm right. And he made me felt like a criminal. He just, where's the guy that was right here that just came out here and said, this is our fucking policy. This is what happens too much in America. You heard? Pardon me. And I don't like to have my phone out, but shit gets spooky when police come around, especially when we're innocent.
We're going to figure this out, all right?
You can figure it out, bro. I'm just doing what's allowed to do in America, my brother. Is yelling a crime?
No.
Okay then, bro. Like, just leave me alone. You wasn't done wrong. I was. My money's still up there. They take my money. All right, bet. You don't want to come outside and talk to me, bro? You don't want to come outside and say you was wrong and apologize? Maybe I won't post it. You don't want to say I apologize? You don't want to turn around? You don't want to let the people know what you did, how you wronged me? You could have de-escalated the situation as a good manager and saved face for Lowe's. I come in here every week. What happened? You keep walking away. That's bad management skills. You have no customer service skills whatsoever.
We got to give it up for Jim Jones. We got to give it up for Jim Jones. That's how you handle a situation. What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Now listen, when I seen the title, when I seen the video come down the timeline, it said Jim Jones confronts or calls out an employee, and I seen the little somebody put the picture of the dude in the thumbnail. I'm like, oh, Jim Jones, he probably done called him all type of shit, called him everything, but the child of God probably scared the kid, probably bullied. Like, I thought Jim Jones was about to go off when I first just read the title. I thought he was gonna go off because look, I've watched Jim Jones since I was a teenager. Well, not a teenager, but yeah, a teenager is when I bought his first album. But I've watched him on TV, on Love and Hip Hop, on viral videos of him going off on people. He he got a temper, right? Jim Jones has a temper. He's not no dude where you just gonna disrespect him and he's just gonna just take it and be quiet about it. No, if he feels like he's disrespected, he will go off on somebody. I've seen it multiple times. So when I first seen the video, I'm like, oh, he about to go. I'm like, he about to go off. And then, so I'm like, and when I'm watching the video, I'm like, for one, for this does not sound like the Jim Jones I'm used to, right? This does not sound like his voice. I didn't know his voice can go that high. His voice was screeching. You couldn't de-escalate the situation. Like you could tell he was emotional about the situation. Right, he was mad. He was mad. I feel like he wanted to go off on dude, but the police was already called. He already knew the police was coming, and so he knew that if he really like cussed him out, he didn't even cuss in that video. He did not even cuss in the video at dude. Like he knew if he went off like that or threatened to beat him up or called him out his name, called him curse word, all these, right, that it would have looked bad on him, right, and he put up a post and explained that he's going to keep shopping at Lowe's. You know, if y'all don't know, he does work like himself. He'll fix stuff up. So he goes to Lowe's a lot. He shops there a lot. So he knew he wanted to come back. So instead of him just going off and just being banned for life and him getting kicked out, he handled it and de-escalated it in a mature way and recorded the situation. So instead of threatening the dude, he threatened him with him exposing how this manager is treating him as a customer by recording him, right? And look, I got to give up to Jim Jones. He, and if y'all don't know, Jim Jones is one of my favorite rappers. Grew up listening to Jim Jones. Big up Jim Jones. He even gave dude at the end. You heard him. The dude walked away. He said, "You're not gonna come out here and talk to me." He said, "If you come out here and apologize, talk to me, I won't even post the video. I won't even post it. He said, you're going to be viral. And he said, they'll know your name in like 3 seconds. You're going to be viral by tomorrow. Hopefully you got a job to feed your family by tomorrow." So he gave him a chance he wasn't even going to post that video. But you see, he did not come back and apologize. From the moment the video started till it ended, that manager didn't say not one word to Jim Jones. Like, straight weirdo, everything Jim Jones was saying that manager was doing, I believe. Myself, I know y'all probably been in situations where you go to a store and you're either discriminated against as a black person. I know I have. Just a few months ago, I got refused service at a bar for being black, right? In 2026, me and my friend went to a bar and they refused to serve us. Nothing. They wouldn't serve us. Wouldn't take our order. Nothing. And so and we end up leaving. But that's here nor there. So these things happen. I've been in situations at these big mega corporation brands, Walmart and all these, where you know that what you're trying to get them to do is really, it is their policy, but the person that's working might not even know that it's the policy. So you know you're in the right. So you're sitting there arguing with this person that you're trying to get them to do something that they're not trying to do, even though it's in a policy to do that thing that you want them to do, right? So then they got to call their manager, the GM, the general manager, and then they end up usually doing what you needed them to do because it's in their policy. And like I said, the manager was a weirdo. Like wouldn't talk to Jim Jones, none of that. When you're supposed to be a manager, you're supposed to have good customer service skills. That's what a manager is there for, to organize and make sure the employees are doing what they're supposed to do, but also interacting and giving the customers customer service. That's what a manager is for, right? He held up the sign. He at one point he brought the sign over and held it. Was standing like a weirdo. Hopefully the dude got fired for real. Like if you really that weird and that shitty as a manager where you can't even talk to somebody who wasn't like, he was like, Jim Jones was being loud, and at one point the cop said, can you stop? Can you calm down? Can you stop? And he was like, stop yelling. He's like, I'm yelling. He's like, is it a crime? He said, no, but all right then, leave me alone. Hell you talking about? Tell me stop yelling, nigga. They just did me dirty. You talking about? I ain't doing nothing illegal. So Jim Jones, all he did really was talk loud on some real shit, and the dude would not do anything. And they even went as far, that's the crazy part. They went as far as to call the police just because Jim Jones found an item that had a price on it and they didn't want to honor that price. But then you see the other dude who was in a hoodie. It looked like he might have been loss prevention, like security, loss prevention. People looking, because he was dressed in plain clothes, or he was just called and he was off the clock and came in when this happened. But either way, he was above that manager because he said, "Look, it was the wrong price. We're going to honor it." He's like, let him buy it, give it to him, right? That's usually how these things happen. It's just weird that if that's if somebody above you is coming over and saying, "Oh yeah, give it to him," if we honor the thing, why is other employees and managers saying, "Oh no, we can't do that"? Like, is y'all company telling them to do that, to not sell it if it's the wrong price? Or is it just this manager who was just discriminating against Jim Jones and saying, yeah, that is usually our policy, but guess what? I ain't doing it because I don't like you because you're black, or I don't like you because whatever. You know what I mean? That could have happened too. I don't know. It's weird. A lot. It gets tricky sometimes when you in these stores and these businesses where shit like this happens. And he was recording, and he had every right to record. So yeah, that's really. I commend Jim Jones for how he handled the situation. For real, because when I first seen the headline and the thumbnail, the title, I was like, "Oh, Jim Jones about to threaten somebody. He about to threaten to beat somebody's ass. He's gonna pop off." He was a lot more emotional, and I think trying to hold it back. That's why you hear his voice cracking and getting real high pitched, because I think he wanted to really insult and yell at dude and be aggressive how he usually is, but in this situation he didn't want to do that because he wants to shop at Lowe's again. He didn't want to be baying there forever. You feel me? If this was somebody out in the street or somewhere where he didn't care about going back to, this probably might have went a different way. For real. Shout out to Jim Jones. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. 7-day. Shout out to everybody who watches my videos, shares my videos, likes, watches. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. This wouldn't be possible without y'all. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day